Welcome everyone, welcome back to Hospitality History. Today we are time traveling in Poland. I just arrived in Gdansk for a weekend trip with my 3 friends, and we're excited to explore the city's rich hospitality history. Our first stop is one of Gdansk's most iconic and historic establishments, Goldwasser. Goldwasser has been a fixture in Gdansk's Old Town for centuries. The elegant Baroque facade and historic architecture give a glimpse into the restaurant's long and storied past. Inside, Goldwasser is just as impressive. The ornate decorations and sparkling chandeliers transport you back in time, and the friendly staff make you feel right at home. But of course, the real star of the show here is the Goldwasser liqueur itself. This famous drink has been produced in Gdansk since the 16th century and is still made using the same secret recipe today. With its shimmering gold flakes and complex flavor profile, it's no wonder that Goldwasser has been a favorite of royalty, nobility, and celebrities throughout history. Ambros Vermeulen, a Dutch migrant, created Goldwasser vodka. The first recorded mention of this famous drink dates back to 1598, though it took Vermeulen years to open the first recorded distillery, Der Lachs, the salmon, on UL. Sriracha. Vermeulen's recipe was a combination of over 20 herbs and roots, including cardamom, coriander, juniper, cinnamon, wild orange, lavender, cloves, and thyme. However, it was a clever marketing trick that made Goldwasser stand out from other drinks of the time. Vermeulen added 23-karat gold leaves to the drink for luck, which created a unique appearance that had nothing to do with the taste. This recipe has since been passed down through the generations, and the current owner is German Karl Graf von Hardenberg. Local legend has it that the gold flakes in Goldwasser appeared after Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, grew irritated with the natives clogging up his fountain by repeatedly throwing coins into it. Driven to despair, Neptune launched his trident into the fountain, shattering the coins into millions of pieces. Some believe this is why gold pieces are floating around in the bottle of Goldwasser. Another story claims that Neptune rewarded the natives' generosity for throwing coins into his fountain by turning the water into a tasty alcoholic beverage. The owner of Pod Lososium, an honest man who didn't take more than his share, received a special reward from Neptune. In return for his honesty, Neptune transformed his stock of ordinary vodka into Goldwasser. Packing an alcohol content of 40%, Goldwasser's rich, syrupy taste quickly gained popularity. It wasn't long before it assumed favored status among the kingpins of Europe's courts. Louis XV was a committed fan, and by 1767 cases of the liquor were regularly being dispatched to the court of Imperial Russia's Catherine the Great. Goldwasser's success can be attributed to Vermeulen's marketing genius and the drink's unique recipe that incorporated gold leaves. It's worth noting that the gold content of Goldwasser is rumored to have therapeutic effects on back and joint conditions, although this was unlikely to have been one of Vermeulen's original goals. Nonetheless, Goldwasser remains a beloved and unique symbol of the hospitality history of Gdansk. During our trip to Gdansk, we couldn't miss the chance to visit some of the city's most unique and authentic bars. One of these is the popular and quirky No to Cyk bar, located on Klebnica Street, right at the end of the famous Beer Street. No to Cyk is not just any ordinary bar. It's a throwback to Poland's communist era, also known as the PRL, Polska Rzeczpospolita Ludowa. With its traditional 1980s-style Polish beer bottles, PRL knickknacks on the walls, and an upper floor filled with old banknotes and stamps, it's easy to feel like you've traveled back in time. And if you're lucky, you might even spot the man with a gas mask sitting in the front window. The menu at No to Cyk is also a nod to the communist era, with prices starting at just 4 zlotych. They serve cheap and fast Polish food such as tatar, raw beef and egg, and sleds, herring, from 8 zlotych. The atmosphere is cozy, and the place is always packed with locals and tourists alike, all looking to experience a slice of Polish history. The communist era, which lasted from 1945 to 1989, was a time of great change and transformation for Poland. It was a time of political turmoil, economic struggles, and cultural shifts, all of which had a profound impact on the country's hospitality industry. In many ways, bars like No to Cyk represent a nostalgic throwback to a bygone era, and they serve as a reminder of how Poland has changed in the decades since. During our trip to Gdansk, we also visited a milk bar called Bar Mleczny Stagiewna. Milk bars are a unique and important part of Poland's hospitality history. They first appeared in the 19th century, and by the 1930s, they had become an essential part of the Polish culinary scene. Milk bars were originally created as a way to provide affordable meals to the working class. They were government subsidized and offered simple, traditional Polish dishes at prices that were affordable to all. During World War II, milk bars became even more important, as they were a vital source of food for many Poles who were struggling to survive. After the war, milk bars continued to thrive, and by the 1960s, there were over 40,000 milk bars throughout Poland. They became a symbol of Poland's communist era, and many Poles have fond memories of eating in milk bars with their families and friends. Today, milk bars are not as common as they once were, but they remain an important part of Poland's culinary heritage. They are cherished by many Poles who appreciate the simplicity, affordability, and authenticity of the dishes served in these historic establishments. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the rich hospitality history of Gdansk, Poland. We hope you enjoyed exploring some of the city's most iconic and historic establishments, as well as experiencing a taste of the past at the unique and authentic bars we visited. From the famous Goldwasser liqueur to the traditional milk bars, Gdansk has a vibrant hospitality scene that reflects the city's unique cultural heritage. We hope this video has inspired you to explore more of Gdansk's rich history and hospitality offerings on your own. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel, history, and hospitality content.